everyone, welcome to Thoughts and Treasures. It's Connie. How is everybody doing tonight? Welcome into my craft room. And tonight I've got I hope it's going to be a quick and easy Easter kind of, well, not Easter kind of, it's actually an Easter craft to do. So I have what we have here. This is a vinyl decal transfer, iron-on decal, whatever you want to call it. It is vinyl. I use the brand Sister Easy Weed or Sizer. I don't know. I've always called it Sister, so I'm just going to go with that. If you don't, it's S-I-S-E-R, Easy Weed. That's the brand I like. I have this little burlap bag, which that's going to be the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to iron this onto there. I'm hoping that this will work. Not that I don't think the vinyl will stick to the burlap, but I'm going to be using my little mini iron, and hopefully it can get hot enough for it to stick to. We're going to try. You definitely don't want to use regular vinyl for this, permanent vinyl, because it won't stick, so you do need a heat transfer iron-on vinyl. And some project like this, always keep your scraps when you're doing anything, because this is like the best little thing. That's all I did is I have a box of scraps, and I just cut it. We're just going to put it right here on the front. And it does say bunny bait, so if you can't go where I'm going with this, I was thinking about two different ways of doing this, and I'm going to explain to you, because like I said, it's really not going to take me long to do. Oh, I forgot the greenery. Well, I have to wait a second. Hold, please. I knew I forgot something. I am not one of those crafters that has everything here. I don't have anything together, so I'm going to have a little greenery. Oh, look, now the board fell. My ironing board. The board I'm going to use to iron on, because I'm definitely not going to iron on this. So anyway, you didn't see that at all. But anyway, we're just going to take this little guy, and I thought about two different ways, because I do have some stuffing, just some little fiber fill, just a little bag of the stuffing, but I don't know if I wanted to do something a little bit more secured, and I know this is more breakable, I get that, but this way it'll sit up nicely, is if we put this in here and fill around it. I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I was going to try it with just the fiber fill and just have it, you know, as a leaner, and I may try that too. Like I said, this is crafting. It's all about just thinking about what you want to do. I'm probably just going to use this as a leaner. Nothing's really going to be glued, except for I'm going to probably put a bow in the front. I'm trying to think of anything. So, I don't know. I may just put the stuffing in here and just use it like that. But I was just thinking this might be better to stick in here. If we stick this in here, I know. Like I said, I'm just winging this. And then put some stuffing around it. And then put our little thing. I think that might be better. Oh, look, Sydney decided to come join. I think that might be better, because then it'll sit up. Yeah, let's go with it. I mean, you could probably, if you didn't want it to be breakable, you could probably try to find either like a little piece of styrofoam. This is the only thing I had, and I'm trying to go and use the things that are in my craft room when I do projects. All the other stuff that I have, these came from Hobby Lobby last year. And I've got littler carrots, and then of course you just saw me, well, no, you didn't say, because I didn't do it. We went and got some greenery. I'm going to keep it simple. Oh, and I also have this little thing. So we're just going to, and I might not even add all this. This is just what I pulled. We're just gonna, like I said, this is a simple craft. The major thing, I'm trying to talk right now because I just plugged the heat iron in. The heat iron, that's a good word. The heat iron in, and, well, just got to heat up a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I am going to actually use a barrier. Whatever you do, don't do what I do. I'm just going to use this little board. If I were to do this, I'd probably do it in a heat press. I could have done this beforehand, but you know, what fun is that? I want to see if this works. I don't know. This little booger gets hot. I don't know if it's going to be hot enough to actually get this on. So we'll see. Look, I got things sticking to everything. Got hair sticking to things. But I'm just going to put this kind of in the center, but a little bit lower, because you know when you draw the string, you're going to have that effect going on. So I kind of want it down a little bit. And again, placement doesn't matter, because once you put this together, you're not going to know, oh, that's not in the center. It's okay. Let's not be perfect. Be real. Don't be perfect. All right, I'm going to just press on this, and I have it one of those, it's not a Cricut, the easy presses, but I didn't feel like getting all this out for this tiny little thing. So, and I didn't want to do it on the table with the silicone mat, so that's why I'm using the board. I don't have a little tiny ironing board. Do they even make those anymore? Does anybody have those little tabletop irons? I don't know, they say 30 seconds at, you know, whatever, but I'm just going to press this down and see if it's even adhering. And then once I get the carrier sheet off, I will, let me see if it's doing anything. Oh yeah! That worked like a charm! I'm just making sure everything's down. Oh, that worked perfect. There you go, you got something tiny to do? I'm gonna go over this one more time with this. I just wasn't sure if this little, I mean, I've done HTV on burlap before, just not with this tiny little iron. Sometimes you need a lot of pressure, sometimes you need a higher heat. This thing definitely doesn't get to no 300 and some degrees. I don't think it does. All right, let's unplug this before I forget. Carefully remove. The board is hot, so we can remove that too now. So there we go. I think that looks perfect. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with this. I'm going to try it and see. If it doesn't, we can take it apart. Nothing's going to be glued yet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little stuffing around the inside of this and inside the cup. Just so it makes it look like a full bag. I'm not going to go gung-ho crazy with this stuffing. Just a little bit around the edges to hold the cup up. And then I'm going to see how much I want to put in. So I'm just going to do a little bit at a time. That wants to go in the cup. And this will protect it too, so, you know, if it falls, it'll break. I just thought this would be a little fun Easter project that, you know, most people, I mean, these bags, I do believe I got them on Amazon. That's the only thing I did purchase because I didn't have any. I swear I did. I really did. I don't know if it's going to help or not, but... Alright, then I'm going to stuff some in here into the cup. Not a whole lot. But I do want this to be what everything's going to poke into. So it's going to be our little bag like that. But first, before I do that, that's why I said I'm not sure how much stuff I was going to stick in here. I'm just keeping it a little bit simple. I'm going to get some little skewers because, and that's the only part I'm going to glue besides the bow. If I put a bow on, I might put some extra twine on it too. Because what I want to do, I got my other scissors around here, is I want to stick the carrots, but I don't want them sticking in. I just want them, I'm going to see if I can actually, oh, I can. Just be careful. So we can have them in there and then put them in. That's perfect. I wasn't sure if they were going to allow me to do that. Again, I don't test any of this stuff prior to. So when I craft, you're going to see real time. If it's a fail, it's a fail. If it's not, and I'll put the video up. I am not hiding anything. I want y'all to see things in real time. Now these guys I'm not so sure about, but we're going to try. Be careful. Don't do, like I said, use precaution when you do this because these little skewers are sharp. They might, yeah. In the center. I guess it's going to have to go there. It's okay. And I'm going to cut them down. But I think, like I said, I'm not sure where we're going with this. In the sense of how much... Hold, please. Iron down. Iron down. And that sucker's still hot. Youch. Well, maybe that thing gets hotter than I thought. just gonna put it out there. So I'm just going to see, because that's way too tall. Let's cut it about here and see what happens. Oh, I probably could have cut them with scissors. I didn't think it. I thought they were a little bit harder than that. Yeah, that'll work. Boom, 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 boom. I think. I might put one more carrot in there. Put that to the side a second. Oh, did I have another carrot here? Hold on, yes I do. Let me get a skewer. I mean, this is actually a fun craft for kids because there's really, besides this part, really nothing dangerous about this. And you could put decorating it. The decal in the front, you really don't even need to have the decal if you don't want it to say bunny bait. So just a fun little craft for the kids to do. Great for tier trays, great for centerpieces, dough bowls. There's lots of good things for it. And if I need to cut them down, I will. Now, I'm trying to think if I want to put him in here. In the back. Oh, I think I might. So far we got something like that. And now, I have to put the... We need some greenery. Need some greenery! I'll chop a few of these off. This always just reminds me of carrot anyway. This is the boxwood. Boxwood? Is that what it's called? No. Is it called boxwood? Yes, boxwood. from, I picked mine up at Walmart. And I just think it looks like Carrot Top, so I thought this would be. I did pull this too, but I don't know if I'm gonna. I might put a piece of that in there too. We'll see. I don't need a price tag in there though. And now once I have it secured, it's going to, here, let me hold in better too. I don't think we need much of this. Maybe 3. I might go with 3. Because when I'm going to secure this around, you know what, I like the 3 better. So when you tie it tight, that's what's going to hold it together. And you can rearrange a little bit. And what I'm going to do, put it tight. And I'm going to tie it. So this is going to hold it in. So if you want to change this out, if you want to reuse everything in here after the hump, it's fine. Nothing's glued. And I'm going to decide if I'm going to put a bow on it or not, because I really just like it like this. Try to tie it hard. I want it tight as possible. You can play with it a little bit so it sits up there nicely. Just like with any stuffing. We'll get it to sit. There we go. And voila! Just a simple little fun. And again, you can rearrange these a little bit so that they're just a fun little Easter craft. And our decal is perfect for it, the perfect size. I actually did this, I don't even know what size I did it, I could tell you. I mean, if you guys are interested in the decal, you can message me. And I was going to say I might have got the decal off of, the design off of, not the decal, the design off of Design Bundles, but I'm not sure now because I was looking at several different places. But just like that, I mean, you might want to take the, you might want to take this thing off, but other than that, big old tag on the back. But other than that, simple as that. I hope you guys, I keep covering the face up, and I don't want to do that. And like I said, you can just poke them around a little bit, get them to how you want them to be. But what's actually holding them in is just the tightness around here. So, that's what I have for you today. I am so thankful that you guys joined into my craft room, and I hope you will join me again. Remember, thoughts become things and things become treasures. I hope you enjoyed, I hope it inspired you, and maybe you can make one yourself. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk with you soon. Bye!